starting to stay on the better of the average of what I was used to. It's 12 going out for 302. It's 293 product received, so there's no international, so it's all domestic. So that is roughly where it should be. Most of my math that I do, again, the arbitrary kind of tentative math that I do for $1,000 a week payout, if not more, I go for that. That's what I like to get. So if everything that I sell falls in an average of 32-33% total for fees, shipping, promoted fees, offsite fees, the offsite promoted, all that right there. If it's $300 a day received for the product cost, if you're not including any sort of international, which is going to, each international sale for the most part is going to bump it up by $16 each sale. If I get a total of 300 received times 7, it's 2,100, and 30 of that 21, it's going to be 6, it's going to be 1,500, minus some other small change would still be 14. That's a much better number to go off. So I try to make sure, in one way, I really don't command what sells or how often it sells. What I can control is how much I list. And if I'm buying things that have a good value. Now, I've gone over plenty of times before that I don't buy many things that are going to be 10, 12 bucks. I will every once in a while. I just sent out something the other day that was listed for like 3 days, and it was like a $10 sale. I got it for probably 50 cents or $1 or whichever, more likely $1, because then that keeps in that 1 to 10 ratio. That's not, again, absolute that it has to do that, but I'm not going to buy something for 50 cents that's going to sell for 8. For the most part, the low end bread and butter is going to be 14, 15, right around there. The average bread and butter is going to be right around 20 bucks. The average upper end is going to be higher, mid 20s, 25, kind of like what today is. So there's 12 for 300, that's 25 average. And so there's a couple lower ones in there that are at that $10 mark. And then there's a couple that are way above, which we'll find out. See what they are. Leslie Gore CD, 20. Little Mermaid Splash Hits CD, 17. A book I've had for quite a while. This was when I was going to the Thrift on Vine up in Eastlake. And you could fill a bag of books or whatever that they had. There was a few exceptions for $5. Maybe it was 10. Either way, but $10. One Night Stand with Ali Sheedy. VHS, almost a DVD. VHS, sealed. See the watermarks on it. 29. Arc Welding DVD, 22. Jack's Big Music Show DVD, 40. Broken Arrow DVD, 16. So I got a bunch of paperbacks. Most of them were kind of this spy-ish type feel. There were some war story books, like some Vietnam war story books, things like that in the mix. There were probably 40 or 50 books, and I got in a box, and a couple other things I picked up at a yard sale for $10. So even I'm only considering what I paid for bucks. This still translates to $10. Granted, no date stamp on this. So I've had this for years. Well over 2. Well, triple feature DVD. I don't remember where I got this one at. $10. This is another one that's in a fairly recent sourcing video. I believe I had the little dollar icon over this, and it may have been 65, but I got 62. For just the DVD case and the artwork. If they had an insert and slipcover, probably would have been easily $100. The Toast of Virginia Beach, the Rondelles, I want to say. It's one of the perils of using the artwork title and it not matching up to the spine. So I looked through 3 boxes to try to find this. I'm like, it has to be because I just redid these boxes. So what I mean by redid is I'll pull box number 1 of DVDs and I'll go to the computer. I'll make sure everything that's in box 1 is labeled box 1, and anything that's not supposed to be in there gets taken out and eventually finds out where it's supposed to be. And if it's not listed, that goes on a stack of stuff that needs to get pictured. In this Yamaha book for 30, this, I don't know, it's probably like 4 months now. However, tomorrow on our endeavors headed to Kent, one of the stops is going to be in an area just right there called the Falls. That's about the best area. It's near the border of Akron and Bath, but it's called the Village Discount Outlet, and their books are 90 cents. And I got this there quite a few months ago, and we're going there tomorrow. But this was 30 bucks. So that one wraps that one up. I'm going to head out to a couple Goodwills and a couple stores I really don't frequent that much. Now, the last time I was there was probably a month ago. It's still like 20 minutes down the road. I just don't get to them that often. It's either they don't have a high enough rotation or the media section's small. But it's not going to be rainy and 40, so I'm go out. Well, again, sales are pretty much going on the average quantity and the average sale amount. So if it's 12, if it's averaging 25 each, that's 300. That's a good kind of rotation amount to be able to have and think about $300 a day, $2,100 a week. 30% of that taken out for all kinds of fees and shipping still translates to $1,500. It's a good aspiration. I've had a few 14, 15, 1,600 payouts. It's not often, but I do. So way on how I can fix that to make it to where it's more often. Buy more, list more. Like what you heard, like what you saw, feel free to thummy thingy, comment, sub, share. They all help. Appreciate it. Thank you.